Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is your first day of your life. I'm here today to help you get through it and have the best day ever. Remember, what you do today is the true meaning of success. All we have is today. Tomorrow, we don't have. Yesterday is gone. We don't have the future either. I'm here for you to get your head right first thing in the morning. Remember, I told you I'm going to talk about control, and we're going to be working on letting go. Control is our number one killer, and the more and more we let go, the more and more freedom we have. Let's start with sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people-pleasing, not able to say no, drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everyone around you but yourself, distractions everywhere. Then you do nothing but have excuses. Gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcast, news, caffeine, surgery, and pain. And you might want to add to the list. And the reason I read off this list every day, that isn't who you are. That's what you go to. It's to destroy yourself. It's about hating yourself and self-destruct. My goal is for you to be aware of what you're doing so you can stop it and learn how to love yourself. The more and more you learn how to love yourself, the more and more you will not have to go to those things that destroy you. And it's a win-win for everyone around you. Today, on the thing of control, what I'm going to talk about is the gift of being beaten up. The more and more beaten up you are, the more failures that you have. I have more hope for you. It's the intellect. It's the people that know it all. It's the educated people that have a very hard time to ask for help. I had it happen in my own life with my brother. His pride and ego in his intellect, he ended up taking his life out. He ended up committing suicide when he needed help because he believed he can handle it all by himself. And the reality is, none of us can handle it by ourselves. This isn't about what you know in school. This is so much more powerful than that. And when you find yourself struggling and you can't handle it, the greatest gift you can give yourself is to pick up that phone, ask for help. Asking for help is a sign of strength. It's not a sign of weakness. And in my work, all my years of working with people, the hardest people that I had to work with, because I work with rich, poor, middle class, prisoners, throwaway kids, teachers, and I find, again, teachers are one of the hardest people to get through, and educated people. What I do with the attorneys, when I did big groups of workshops with the attorneys, I do CLE courses for attorneys on stress management and substance abuse. So if I'll have a group of 50 attorneys and do the workshop, what I do is quietly give them a book and they can go home and work on what it is they need to work on. I've learned this in life with everything I've done. Nobody's going to raise their hand in front of anybody and say, I need help. There's just too much pride and ego in the room. So they could take the book home and quietly work on what it is they need to work on. Each individual has their different issues. We all have insecurities. We all have foibles. We all have things we have to work on. The goal is to have it become easier and easier. That's why I say, do the hardest thing first. Once you do the hardest thing first, all those little things become easier and easier and easier. And it's about practice. It's just like the great singer, the great dancer. Inner peace and happiness is truly a daily practice. So if it's important to you, each day we have to get up and get our head right. So I'm going to talk about the balance, not too much of anything, our kids, our partner, our play, our work. Again, when we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you get in return. No more, no less. It's what you put in there. The goal for all of us is life in harmony. Our thinking truly can make or break us. This is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long until it's as natural as going to the bathroom, or else we do truly get backed up. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, behind every breakdown, there's a breakthrough around the corner. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you're truly taking care of yourself all day and being a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world. Doing your part with no exceptions. The answers lie inside of you. And remember, if you're truly doing everything you need to do to be healthy and to do all the things you want to do in love, there's no time for drama. There's no time for fighting. There's no time for negativity. There's no time for gossip. So if you're doing all those things, that means you're lacking something that you should be doing. Your words mean nothing. Your actions say everything. Okay, I'm going to be reading a beautiful saying on spirituality. Spirituality begins when you decide you will never stop trying. Spirituality is the commitment to go beyond no matter what it takes. It's an infinite journey based upon going beyond yourself every minute of every day for the rest of your life. If you're truly going beyond, you are always at your limits. You're never back in the comfort zone. A spiritual being feels as though they are always against the edge and they're constantly being pushed through it. One should view their spiritual work as learning to live life without stress, problems, fear, or melodrama. This path of using life to evolve, spirituality is truly the highest path. Trust the process. The prerequisite to true freedom is to decide that you do not want to suffer anymore. You must decide that you want to enjoy your life and that there's no reason for stress, inner pain, or fear. It is a decision from your head to your heart. That message is from Michael Singer. All right, I'm going to read a part of my book. Okay, let me see. This is page 3. I have discovered through my workshops, Life in Harmony, that it is helpful to share personal experiences. As a child, I felt I was dumb and couldn't learn. If I had carried these feelings into adulthood, I could be an unhappy, lonely, and depressed person. Soon after I changed my impression of myself, my life, career, family, situations improved. The early years of my marriage compared to my life today, it is proof life can change. Destiny is what we make it. My husband and I were abusive to each other, yet I did not have the strength to walk away. I felt I deserved every bit of garbage and pain that came my way. I was a victim, lost, stuck, confused, and very lonely. I know now without a doubt there was somebody out there looking after me. I was not emotionally capable of separating from my husband. We were both using drugs at the same time. Consequently, my husband was caught in a setup and arrested for selling drugs to 3 attorneys and 2 doctors. He ended up doing time for everybody. The person that turned him on turned him in. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He had a choice of turning in the ringleaders and vindicating himself, or take the rap and paying the price. He spent time in prison, I'll bet, with the opportunity to start again. Although this was a scary time for both of us, it was the best thing that could have happened. We knew we had to separate and recover individually. We had been together since I was 13. We were completely dependent on one another. Today it is called codependency. Besides, also being plagued by immaturity. This is not a good combination. All right, so that part of my book was a very profound time in my life, and truly I needed those 3 years. My husband and I were truly codependent on one another. We could not have done this alone. And I had a client that said, Marianne, I could pay for your husband to get out. And I said, there's no way I would ever want that. I said, this is a gift for the 2 of us to heal and to get better. And that is what we did. We actually, I was so proud of him. He went to Scranton, and I went back and forth every month with the kids. I supported him. We rode every day. We supported one another. I did service in the prisons. I made sure everybody was taken care of and fighting for their rights. And he was a cook. He built homes. They all took care of one another. He was out in Scranton. It was actually, I made a negative experience into something so positive. The kids and I drove 8-9 hours. We would share stories. I'd get them all dressed up, and we were excited to see Daddy. It was absolutely beautiful what we were able to accomplish. And the guy that turned him in, I saw him at a meeting one day, and I said, thank you. And he didn't even recognize me. I said, thank you, because prison did for us what we could not do for ourselves. Again, it's your attitude and how you look at it. And we truly took advantage of everything that prison had to offer, and my ex-husband took advantage of all of that. But one of the things I did learn through this experience, and why I was so shocked, I thought by all this love and all this support that you could love somebody to wellness. Well, here's the real truth. It's beautiful when you're in structure, but when you come home, that's the real test. We are all tested, and none of us can do this alone. And my ex-husband stopped the support system, stopped going to meetings, he started to take everything into his own will and forgot all the things that he learned. And I made a promise if he relapsed, I was leaving him. And he did. He relapsed. And I did. I left. And no regrets. I felt good about everything I did with him. We were together for 23 years, and I would have still stayed with him if he didn't relapse. But that was his decision, and I learned something. You can never compete with addiction. You always lose in the end, and nobody on earth can get anybody well. This is a mistake that parents make. Relationships happen. It's up to the individual to make that decision from their head to their heart that they are going to get well. So today I have this incredible marriage. I've learned how to communicate. We fight fair. When we have issues, we put it on the table. And all the things I learned from my past, I was able to bring into my new marriage, and we just keep getting better and better and better. All right, that's enough for that. Now I'm going to do the checkoff list. Excuse me, in the back of the book. Okay, checkoff list. Work on one thing at a time. Eventually, it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. Remember, if you do something for 30 days, it will be a way of life. And if you do this for 12 months, in 1 year, you will be like another person that you cannot even recognize and not even feel it. The changes will be subtle and beautiful. And that is the greatest gift you can give yourself, loving yourself unconditionally. First question, I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss my loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie inside each and every one of us. We need to be a priority to ourselves. The rest will follow. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I am in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it is time to bail out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anyone to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. We cannot do it alone. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I am willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day you don't want to do to have a successful day. And mine is always that first 5 minutes of getting up and then doing my workout. After that, I bring it on. I can handle anything. I can handle any tenant, any crisis that comes my way. But if I don't take care of myself, boy, I'm not too fun to be around for the day. I need somewhere to put it. I need all that energy to be worked out before I start my day, and I have to get my head right. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. The greatest gift you can give yourself. We are worth it. Now, if you want to learn about my workshops and order bulks of bulk, you can reach me at Create, C-R-E-A-T-E, your Spirit, S-P-I-R-I-T, @gmail.com. If you want to learn about my services, Life in Harmony Online.com. Leave a number. I'll call you. I'll teach you how to do the workshops. It's fun doing it with a group of people, with people you love. And if you're a counselor or a psychologist, it's fantastic. This book is great to work with to help people get to the next level. And remember, I'm going to be doing my podcasts Monday through Friday. And hit subscribe. And if you can, all you people that are out there listening, if you can actually let them know about this Life in Harmony podcast, tell them to hit subscribe. We can all heal together one day at a time. And remember, have an unbelievable day today. And thank you all for listening.